I mean, they get sent instantly. It's so quick. It's actually takes. It seems to me it's almost a shorter time period of time than plugging in your phone because, you have to look for the wire, find the wire,
Right.
plug the wire in, then choose the. Well, that's actually more effort than it is to do this. So
Right.
I recommend it this way for people that want to continuously pull their pictures off their phone,
That's very cool.
especially if they're really nice pictures and you want them backed up immediately. Like on a vacation or something, you're like, oh my God, I definitely don't want to lose these pictures. Well, throw them in your Dropbox and they'll be backed up right there. That's kind of nice. And so I'm going to save the best for last. And this is William from William in the chat room from Gem State Computers. He showed me something in there. He said this is this is for me because he knows that I'm going to be he knows what I like. There's something you can buy. It's like a little device and it's like a little controller. It's called Game Gripper. For everybody out there, if you search on Google for, because the site isn't a normal site, it's not like GameGripper.com or something. Just do a Google search for Game Space Gripper, and what it is, it's like a really really small, thin, uh, little controller for video games. It would be perfect for emulating Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. I'm gonna buy one of these definitely, and they're pretty cheap.
And it works with phone?
Yeah, apparently. If I clicked on. What did I click on here?
Works with an Android
this.
phone? Oh, yeah, I see it. Oops, stupid ad came
click
up.
buy now. If you click buy now on the left-hand side of the website,
then you'll buy it.
It'll show you the phones that it supports.
I see. They have it on this one for the Samsung Epic. That's pretty neat.
Droid 2 N900 Moment Devore Backflip, and I think that might be it. Works for what you mentioned. This is really cool. This is not my find.
Is it Bluetooth?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I can't see how it connects. But I know it seems like you have to have a physical keyboard.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like it snaps over the keyboard.
Oh, it's just no. It can't be that easy. It's just a piece of plastic that's pressing down keys.
That's
on your keyboard.
I think.
That's lame.
Is it really?
If it works.
I don't think
the
that's
top
lame.
picture.
You say that because you don't have a
okay. Right,
that's right. That's why it is lame.
You know what? I don't think that's lame. I don't think it's lame. I think it's still cool.
Honestly, I think it's cool because something is needed to make it more intuitive. Yeah, if you click on the header, you'll see it actually literally snips right on top of it.
Oh, yes. Now I see the picture. Yeah. Okay, so it snaps over the keyboard.
Love it.
Yeah, I see. Yep. Okay. But you know what? I still think this is really great.
I think
it's perfect.
Yeah, you and Timster just love it, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, yeah, you can't use it, can you?
No.
Not at all.
Indoor, like,
no. And here's the thing that hates me, that I really hate. There's a game in the App Store. It's completely illegal. Sorry. And it's called 80s arcade games, I believe. And I can't play it because it says very clearly, no touch keyboards.
Oh,
there you go.
Interesting.
There you go.
I took it out of the store.
Was that the best for last, Steve?
That was the best for last, and that wasn't even my find. That's William from Gem State Computers.
Good job.
And he also says it has really great reviews.
William, what do you have? The Droid 2? Or does he has a Motorola Droid? Nobody has these new Samsung Innate phones yet, whatever they are. Something Innates. Yeah, he's got the regular Droid. Okay, cool. How do you like your Droid 2, Steve, by the way?
It's growing on me. There's a few weird apps in there. There's definitely some different like widgets and stuff. But so far I'm liking it. It's a little. It gets a little. It was definitely a little bit of a learning curve with some of the different things.
It doesn't. You don't sound overwhelmingly happy with it.
It's very similar. It's so similar. It's almost like the same phone as the regular Droid.
Yeah.
I don't really see the difference.
Okay.
It's got a faster processor, I believe, doesn't it? Yeah.
It doesn't seem faster.
Really? Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Then. I'm going to hold out, man. I'm going to hold out until what's around the corner.
I think you should hold out. It just didn't blow me away, but I love the phone a lot, just like I love my other phone, the original Droid. So the difference between the Droid 1 and the Droid 2, or if you want to call the Droid 1, the original Droid, not much.
If you can have a brand new Droid 1 and a brand new Droid 2, which one would you pick?
I think I'd pick the Droid 2 first.
Okay.
It's got more than the other one, but I wouldn't have motivation to upgrade. And the only reason why I upgraded was because I broke it.
Right. By the way, we have to, William, you got to come on the next show, man. You know too much about droid stuff. You're on the next show, whether you like it or not. Let's see here. Any more, Steve, or should I go?
I guess you know what. I'll make an announcement. I kind of feel guilty that I mentioned this really early on, like a while ago, but it's something that I was personally doing, and it was the Google Voice. I was using it. I was advertising it. I was using it as I put it on my freaking sign above my building. I'm getting rid of Google Voice. I had a customer come in and said, they come into my shop and they go, "Hey, I just called you. You didn't answer your phone." I'm like, "Come on." I'm like, "Of course I didn't. I'm sitting right here next to. I had a friend over in the shop. I'm like, we were just sitting here. The phone did not ring. They walk in the shop, put their phone on the speakerphone, and dial my number, and it goes, and it gave an error message.
Oh,
so then before they left, now people have been telling me that this has been happening, and then my customer she left, but before she left, I said, "Try my number again. I just want to see. Just do the same thing you normally do," and she did it, and it rang through.
Wow.
So how many people are calling me? This is like, so if I put this number on and start really paying for advertising for my number, how many people are actually dialing the number, not getting through, just shrugging their shoulders and moving on to somebody else?
Even if you don't do real advertising, I mean, yeah, that's definitely got to make a change.
And here's the killer part of it. Nobody will know. I will never, ever, ever know that that's happening. And that's why it's been so long since I've done something about it. Because I will never, and nobody will ever know. Nobody will know how many times that's happened.
Right.
For people.
And Steve, I'll back you up on that, man. I've had messages that I never knew I had. It wouldn't pop up till hours later sometimes.
That's happened to me before. Text messages for me. And also, but it's also, since it's an error message, it goes before voicemail. It goes before everything. It's just like, it's a call cannot be completed as dialed message.
Wow.
And now, I mean, doesn't say this number's not listed. That would be really, really bad, because people would think that I would think that that company's out of business if I dialed that number, especially a very, very small business like mine. But it's still, it's unacceptable for business.
Well, then your email must not be working either, because we never hear from you on email. So that must be, just so you know, that must be broken. He's mad at me because I read an email and didn't reply.
Dude, you never answer your email.
It must be broken, Steve. We're telling you now, your email's not working.
All right, I'm working on it. I promise.
That's funny.
Ouch. But yeah. So anyway, so everybody out there that advertised their Google Voice, you know what? I'm in the same position, and I'm really sorry that I mentioned it, that I was doing it, but I got burned too, and I wouldn't mention something like that unless I was doing it or believed in it enough to do it myself.
I don't know if you owe really an apology. I mean, it's like a free service, had all these great features. I mean, who would know? Who could know? You know?
Yeah, and I would have, if I knew that it was really. I mean, originally I wanted to get rid of it a while ago, and I thought I was having that problem, but I thought they were ironing out. I looked in the Google Voice, like the technical. They have a technical forums and stuff like that where you can bring your problems in. But the problem is, how do I know? I mean, I have to know the customer's number that's dialing, how they're dialing it, whether 1. And then this area code or not, and what times they're calling. I need to know all this information.
Yeah.
How would I ever know that? It's an error message that they're not getting through.
Yeah.
You know, they're not telling me all that. They're not going to give me all that information. You know, so it's a tough one to figure out. And I don't think I thought they were going to iron it out in a couple months, and they just haven't. So it's just not good enough. Not for business, you know, for fun and everything, and personal phone calls, great, you know.
Yeah. But
I think it's going to be easy to migrate to another phone number, because all I have to do is just stop advertising the other one. You know, it's still going to forward at least, you know, but I'm just going to just start giving out a different number, change everything, even my sign above my shop. I got to change.
Sucks.
Well, here's really something I'll throw out there. You might want to give your cell phone number away, because if you're like me and your cell phone dies, you don't want to go 2 days where you can't get any calls.
Yeah. Well, I'm using my primary number is gonna be my business number that calls into my office, and that I can forward. So it's like a Vonage, or it's specific. I had Vonage for many years. I switched to the cable company, and no real reason. I still love Vonage. Vonage is still really good. It was a little less expensive, so I went with them and give them a shot for a little while. And I can forward it, so I can forward it to any number I want on the fly. So if I could say forward it to my wife's number, or phone number or anything,
Cool.
I can forward it to a cell phone. A hotel room if I was away, you know. So it's pretty neat.
No problem. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Dor, I'll get to your apps in a sec. I want to do just one real quick one here. I didn't forget about you, by the way.
Okay.
Did I ever mention dictionary.com as an app? If I did,
I think you mentioned it on Nuts at Night.
Okay, I have to edit it out if I did. But that's all I have is one quick app here. I found that it's really important going through life to know what things mean. And if you don't have a dictionary, and who the heck carries around a dictionary, you know, it's lame. You could look up on the internet words that you don't understand, but just having a quick little app that's got a slick interface, dictionary.com is like my go-to dictionary. And there's an app for the Android phone. It's cool. I use it. And it gives, like, you know, it kind of gives shorter definitions and go into straight to the site. So it loads quicker. And that's pretty much it. Dictionary.com is what I use. It's a cool app. All right, Dor, what do you have?
Yeah, I'll just say, don't be fooled by the other dictionary apps, guys. This one is actually like official. Like when you type in to Google define and then a word, this is where it forwards you to.
Yeah, you know, there are other legit dictionaries on the web, like Merriam-Webster and some other ones, but dictionary.com is like for me anyway, it's the right level of definitions. I mean, it's not too, you know, wordy, and it's not too simple like children's style. So that's what I use. And I'll tell you what, I look up everything now. I've been looking up everything. If there's a word I don't understand, I look it up. And you become your vocabulary becomes bigger, and you feel smarter when you do that. So that's my little action I've been doing lately. All right, Dora, go ahead.
Well, after rooting my phone, I need to feel smarter. The first app I want to talk about has to be completely illegal, because in the app market, on at least AppBrain, there's no official site link even. So it's like these guys don't want to be traced, apparently, somehow. It's by a people called 3D Studio, and they have a whole bunch of games out, and maybe they all violate copyrights and stuff, but this is called 80s Arcade, 80S space arcade. I would really like to be able to buy this app, but I can't. You must have a D-pad and a physical keyboard, it says. And the games include Frogger, Rally X, Donkey Kong, 1942, Karate Champ, Kung Fu Master, Track and Field, and more. Requires 10 megabytes on the SD card. And if you look at the screenshots, these are the real games.
Love it. Thank you.
It's like they took a emulator, enclosed it tightly, and they packaged quote unquote official games on there. It's only $1.99.
They have a license for it?
Hey, they can't have a license for it.
Okay.
I would doubt it, but it's been proven many times over that I don't know what I'm talking about, so I don't know. I don't know, but they have a lot of games, and they have stuff like Duke 3D. They have X-Men stuff, like a first-person shooter X-Men game. Looks like a Doom.
It got bad reviews, Dor.
I don't care. It's games like Track and Field. Karate Champ.
Reviews?
Karate Champ was
reviews?
great.
Who cares about reviews? It has Track and Field. Who cares if it doesn't work?
Well, and see, the reviews say like no
controls, and
controls.
Yeah, right. So that's a bad review, because it basically says you have to have these controls.
I would think you would have to, and if it has over 1,000 downloads,
yeah,
it's at least been around a little while, and it's 24 hours. Return it if you don't like it, and you're perfectly fine.
Gotcha.
The second app I wanted to mention, I honestly cannot remember if I mentioned before or not.